Ain't me no watered down sissy doing this.
Justin, how's it going? On a scale of 1 to 10 and negative 37.
Or use a bloody rag.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week, back on the BMW one more time. Hopefully one more time. This week we got a few things to do with suspension. I think we're going to do the wheel bearing. Is that right?
Yes, correct. Wheel bearing.
We got a couple of codes to clear up on the inside the car. We're still getting a few codes like for a cam sensor and things like that. And what else we got?
Axle boot for the passenger side, if we get to that. I know we said last time we were going to try to drive it, so I don't think that's going to hold us up from driving it. So if we do a lot of the other things to get those complete, we may take it for a little rip. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Take it for a bit. It's raining too, so that'll be even better. We can really.
We'll try out that all-wheel drive.
Yeah, we'll try out the all-wheel drive. So here we go.
All right, Justin, what are you doing?
Oh, back to it. Working on the tore up
Wheel bearing.
So we've got everything off. We got the brake off, the caliper. We got the rotor off. So we've got to remove the sensor. I believe this is a speed sensor or an ABS sensor one. We're going to remove the sensor. We've got the tie rod in and the ball joint we've got to remove. And then this one upper bolt that clamps around the strut. We got to take it out to get everything accessible. I did bring the press, so that's the goal. We're going to get it out of here as easy as we can without damaging anything down here on the tie rod end or the ball joint. So hopefully it comes out good, and then we'll take it over the press and see if we can't get it out.
So we got to take off the whole knuckle.
The whole knuckle.
And then we'll press out the hub.
Yeah, we'll press out the hub and then press out the bearing, and then reverse process. Hopefully, sometimes the races do get stuck. So you've got to relieve those or cut them and then press them out by themselves. So, yeah.
Fingers crossed. I'm sure it'll go smooth.
Double fingers crossed. Please come out.
Hey, Justin, what are you working on?
We're pressing out the hub. Don't try this at home.
What kind of contraption do we have here?
We have 2 half bricks, landscaping bricks. We've got 2 more bigger landscaping bricks. We have 2 plates that come with the press, and we have a shim.
We have a metric fit off.
It's a thumb.
900 miles an hour up our driveway.
900. Yeah, it's a metric thumb wrench fit off shim.
Okay, so first we're pressing out the hub.
Yep.
And then we're going to press out
the bearing.
The bearing from the hub.
Yes, but I would say the race would get stuck to the hub. So
don't say that.
I'm saying it. I'm predicting it. It's going to happen.
Oh.
Dang.
Okay guys, in the last video we mentioned several codes that we still had on the car. One being camshaft position sensor, another one being
on the exhaust side.
Yeah.
O2 sensor.
A couple other things, and we've been doing some looking around because we have some other codes that come and go, which is kind of odd. And what we found was, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it's got some green crusty stuff right there in the wiring harness that goes to the computer. And it's also got that green crusty on the computer itself. So I'm working on using some sandpaper, and we've used some of this
electronic cleaner.
We're going to use that on the harness, and we're going to use that. We've also used that on the computers already. So I'm going to clean up the computer a little bit more with some sandpaper, and then Logan's going to hit this harness right here and see if that'll get rid of some of those, because I don't really know a good way to clean those out. We do have the battery disconnected. So what we'll probably do is clean up this computer a little bit better and stick it back on and see if all our problems go away. So I'm kind kind of show you. I've been working on this computer a little bit. It's definitely looks a lot better than it did. So I'm gonna work on a little bit more. And I'm just taking some sandpaper, kind of working in the grooves here along these prongs. It's kind of like on each side of them to clean them up. So I'll get this cleaned up. We'll get it back in the car, see what we got.
Don't be scared.
This ain't a new method.
Scared? You ain't doing it in the backyard garage. You know what I mean? Can't be no watered down sissy doing this.
Remember that time you almost ripped my fingers off?
Oh, come on, son.
Don't worry, that's not going crooked. You got her.
Stop it.
It's going.
Oh. I feel like this is not going to be easy putting it back in.
At least you didn't drop anything important.
Yeah. Look, I told you. Happens every time.
Justin, you want to explain what happened here?
Yeah. So typically what I've ran into, it may never happen to anybody else. We may be doing this wrong, but I've always ran into when we press the center hub out of a bearing, it usually leaves the race on the hub. So it pulls it apart from the grease seal back. So what I've found the easiest way to do it, if you run into this, is take a grinder or a saw or something and relieve the race and crack it. So when you crack it, you can cut it down to the hub. Just don't cut into the hub. And you crack it and it should slide it off. And then you still have your bearing left that is in the hub itself, the hub assembly or the knuckle. So we'll take the C-clip out of there and then we'll press the same way we did this to get the rest of the bearing out, and then it's just reverse operation for the rest of it. Going back together is usually easy. This is the hard part. So I think we're on the right track.
Famous last words.
Famous last words. So we got the bearing back into the knuckle. We got the C-clip back installed. It's flush all the way around. We made sure that everything looked good. Even on the back side, you can see that we are flush. Let me pull it in the camera there. Can you see it? So we're flush on the back side too. Little tip or trick, we're probably going to get made fun of on here calling this stuff wrong or doing whatever, but I have done this before stupidly to go and press the hub itself in. And if you don't have something secure on the back of the bearing, when you start pressing it in, it'll actually push the other side of the race out of the back. So you want to have something solid on this back side when you begin to press this in. Otherwise, you're going to be pulling the bearing back out and you've destroyed a bearing, how much ever it costs. So we've got some stacks up here.
$40.
Yeah, $40 bearing. We don't want to destroy it. So we got our stacks up here. We're going to try to set it, level it up, and then press this back in. Tell them what you're doing.
Look at myself.
Oh, we got to see evidence. That's just a baby hunk out there.
That's a hunk missing. Don't
Show-
worry. Logan got me a Band-Aid.
Show them your Band-Aid.
It's trolls.
What a manly garage we have here.
And I don't have kids.
Yeah,
Good news.
Logan has no kids and he has Trolls Band-Aids. Explain that one.
Thanks, Sarah.
You don't want to get blood on the white car.
Good news.
We might just beat it with a hammer later. Who knows?
There you go.
Aha, as you see, she is back on. Check it out. Tight as a drum. Now Logan's got the daunting task of this side. Logan, what do we got to do over here now?
We have to perform a miracle.
Yeah.
We got a bad CV boot on this side, so everything that we just did on that side, minus the wheel bearing, we got to do over here. So caliper, rotor, backing plate, and then of course lower control arm, ball joint, all that's got to come back off so we can get the axle out of the hub.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Joy, tell them how excited you are.
On a scale of 1 to 10, a negative 37.
All right, good.
Hey, Justin, what if I said I wanted to open a BMW repair shop right here?
Just fire me right now. I'm done. No more BMWs. No, I'm just kidding. It's not been bad. I think if you look at the car and you see the beauty of what it is, I think it'll all fade away when we drive it. So it's been an experience. We've learned a lot. But
Stop it.
overall, not bad.
Stop it.
It's been a long project, just finding things as we go, so I think that's part of it. If you do any mechanic work, you know when you buy something, especially if you buy something used with a history, you never know what you're going to run into, so it's good to go from front to back and just see what you find. So hopefully, whoever owns this thing next, I believe they'll have a good car because we have been over everything.
Wait a minute. Are you saying we're going to sell this thing and not daily drive it?
We might drive it for a minute, and then we'll probably sell it. Moving on to bigger and better things.
Subaru.
Not Subaru.
Subarus.
Not
You gotta reuse it.
Justin, how's it going?
Lord.
I think the key is to get the grease in the axle.
Never seen the beat in my life.
Hey, you're coming along good though.
Hey, if you want to get a BMW axle out, just give it a real hard blow. Or use a bloody rag.
Oh my goodness. Where did all that blood come from?
You.
Oh.
I'm there.
Hopefully I ain't got the Cobus.
Yeah, no Cobus. Cobus is.
Okay, a few minutes later, we got a shiny new. Where's that flash?
You broke it.
Anyway, might be hard to see. Shiny new axle boot installed. Easy peasy. This may be the easiest thing I've ever done on a BMW.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At least we'll know for the next one.
Wrong.
Okay, guys. Logan is putting it on all fours right now. Justin has made the terrible decision to want to drive it tonight. So
It's 10:15.
it's 10:15 at night.
I'm good to my work though. I don't lie. We're gonna drive it somewhere. I'm not driving off the hill.
It's definitely still raining.
Don't worry. It's all-wheel drive.
Oh no, but two of the wheels ain't working.
Maybe all-wheel drive.
Look how pretty.
It does look good sitting there. I hate to move it.
Yeah, I do too.
We got it down to this many cones, cleaning out those wiring harnesses with the green crusties.
So just down to the O2 sensor. And that's downstream, so hopefully that's the cheaper one.
Yeah, so pretty happy about that. Going.
So
Sarah can drive.
we have a really bad idea.
This is a great idea. Midnight, taking a car out that we've been working
It's
on.
10:15. We have 0 gas in this thing, and we're going to try to find a gas station.
I got a card right there. I got a.
Good news. We made it
At least to the gas station.
to the gas station. We definitely got Christmas tree lights on. Brake light, ABS, tire pressure. What's the circle with the exclamation point?
That's the traction control.
Traction control. We don't need that in the rain. Are we leaving it on while he's filling up?
Yeah.
Because we're scared.
May not start back.
We're heading back.
Alright guys, pretty successful night tonight. We got the wheel bearing done, everything's good there. We got the axle boot replaced. We found out most of our codes were due to the wiring issue that we found on the computer. Got all that taken care of. We got a couple of codes left for the ABS. We may end up having to replace an ABS module on this thing, not for sure yet. We'll have to do a little bit more research on the code that we've got. But overall, pretty successful night.
Yeah, pretty successful.
First
I'm man of
test
my
drive.
word. Yeah, man of my word. I told you we were going to drive it. Probably wasn't the best thing to do, but we did drive it, and it did.
We made it back.
It did decent. Took it and got a little high octane gas in it, and drove it back, and all seemed well. It rode really good, so that's positive. Other than that, I think it was a successful night. Long night, but successful.
So not too much left on this thing. We probably will do a final video on this at some point to just kind of maybe run through the numbers of what we got invested in this thing and what it costs to get it on the road and hopefully roadworthy. Justin here, he's going to drive it for a couple of weeks after we get it done to
I'll give him a little testing
to make sure it's good and reliable before we send it off into the sunset.
Yep.
But hey guys, if you got any suggestions about what we could do better for our videos, for our content, let us know. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Like, comment, subscribe.